Hey fisherman, Aqua Duelist here, and I'm here with my buddy Toby, and this madman over here. Toby, what'd you do today?
Got second in locals with a very famous deck of mine.
And what, Toby? What is this? What is this madman deck?
A Windwitch Speedroid.
Windwitch Speedroid. If this dude got second place with it, as of right now, and we're getting more Speedroid support, we're getting a new crystal clear synchro wing, whatever the frick you want to call it. We are getting a new wing synchro. Imagine how good it's going to be after the new support. So Toby, you want to go ahead and jump into this and take it away?
Sure. Alright. The start of this deck was an idea that I wanted to keep comboing off just like Phantom Knights and Burning Abyss put together. So to start off, we have 3 Windwitch Ice Spell.
Want to move those over to the left a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
It's the one card you want to start seeing at the beginning. If you can see it at the beginning, you pretty much protect your rest of the board, and it helps you when you reveal it. You special summon it. You special summon the second witch, which I'm about to reveal here in a minute. Get her out and burn for 500, which starts off your full combo. The second Windwitch is Glass Spell. I only run 2 of these because it can be a brick, but when she is special summon or normal summon, you can search any Windwitch and add it to hand. Third one I would play 3 of these, but I only have 2. Snowbell. Now this is the one that helps you out a whole lot more than the other 2, because when your synchros get synchroed into it, you're able to protect your monsters from being destroyed by card effects, which could easily outgo Dragoon if you look forward to it.
Tell me, how many Dragoons did you out today?
Out of 2.
All right.
In about 6 games, if you want to count all 6 games, I added 4.
Dang.
The next one which I play is 2 Freeze Bell.
Let's bring those down a little bit. There we go.
These ones, they're okay. They're not really too much handy. They have got me through several different games. I put my monsters where they cannot be destroyed at battle. But what they do is they can special summon themselves out as long as I have at least 1 Windwitch on the board. When they're used for synchro material, you can actually have your monster. They cannot be destroyed by battle, but once per turn, you can actually increase the level by 1.
All right.
The last one which I play is Blizzard Bell. Blizzard Bell, I play her just for either that 500 point burn, which I'll explain the entire strategy later, or just to have the easy normal summon synchro. Because if you have no monsters on board, you can summon her out, or at least 1 Windwitch on board, you can summon her out without tributing.
I remember in playtesting, you were like burning me for like 4K almost, like 1 turn.
It was funny.
That
Now,
was stupid.
next one I play 3 Speedroid Marble Machine. Your famous normal summon that you want to get started on going. It is literally my favorite normal summon of the entire deck, because people look at it and they think, okay, at level 2 you're not going to do much, but when it searches out another Speedroid, you're pretty much golden. Next one I play of, and I wish he was at 3, is 1 Terratop. Easy special summon if you have no monsters, but you can search on summons, so it's okay.
MX Saber Invoker gone. There's no reason for this card to be at 1.
Exactly.
Konami, get on that. Fix it.
I also play 1 Dendaigo Duke. He's the main target of this next card I'm going to show, but he helps me get into my level 6s synchros where I can get into my level 9, and we can actually just ruin people's day.
Wasn't like the original testing we did, didn't you play at like 2 or...
I played 2, but it got bricky.
Yeah. I remember there was like that and another card that you played like 3 of, I think.
Yeah.
And it's like...
Yeah, I had to cut them out because it started bricking really bad.
Yeah.
Next one I play 3 Tucka Tomborg. No matter what, whoever says this card is bad, they are wrong. Because, 1, you're supposed to summon it only once per turn though. But you special summon it when you have a wind monster on board. Doesn't matter what wind, as long as you have a wind monster on board, and then you contribute for a Speedroid tuner to go into more synchro plays. I usually search this off with Marble Machine.
All right. And the thing is, our locals is mostly meta. Like.
Oh, I play road deck all the way. I can't play meta.
Oh yeah. So the fact that he's basically saying this is the right way to go, like he knows what he's talking about.
And then I also play 3 Speedroid Card Turbo. An amazing card for Speedroids. I can't really say anything less. It's the only Speedroid monster that can special summon itself. That's a tuner. And plus, when it goes to the graveyard, you can easily banish it with another Speedroid. Give all your wind monsters 800 attack to whoop somebody. Next one I play is a fan. I know is a fan favorite of mine because no matter what, it's been a fan favorite since I was a kid. Is Wind Charmer. The Charmers or Chandler. The Charmer archetype has been a good fan of mine. Basically, when she's in hand, you can discard her with another wind type and search for any wind type that has 1500 or less defense, which is my entire deck.
He be playing them big booty bitches.
Next card I play, and this is an interesting tech. I did not get to use her sadly today, but I got a feeling in the future she's gonna be a very nice tech. Is a Virtual Nian. Basically, if she's in the graveyard, you have a level 3 out that is normal supposed to summon. You can supposed to summon her, but banish her when she leaves the field. But she turns into a tuner when she's on board.
All right.
Extenders, gotta love them. All right, the only hand trap I currently play because I'm too poor to get Ash Blossoms is 3 Joel and Locke. Because Joel and Locke is kind of beastly at the moment for me.
All right, so here's the question: which do you like better, Ash or Joel and Lockbird?
Ash, because it's a lot easier to dump.
All right.
And then going on to spells. The only Windwitch spell trap card I play is the Windwitch Chimes. Because it doesn't matter what Windwitch you have on board, you can target that Windwitch and special summon any Windwitch out of your deck with a different name. Sadly, it's only once per turn and it locks you into wind monsters, but hey, my entire deck is wind. And then we have, just in case we go into late games, Pot of Revice to bring back 5 monsters from your graveyard. Could be synchros, could be main deck monsters. This is to draw 2 cards to possibly extend your plays.
How often does this come up?
Once every 6 games.
Okay.
When somebody wants to try to play for time.
Sky Strikers. Sky Strikers.
Drytrons. Next one I play is Emergency Teleport. That's strictly for Nian just because you want to have that funny play to go through. And honestly, I never seen this or Nian in the entire 6 games I played whatsoever.
Alright.
1 Monster Reborn because Monster Reborn.
It's always good. Always a good staple one of.
1 Harpy's Feather Duster. I love this drawing.
I felt that a few times when I played Worms against you.
Called by the Grave because you know you don't want any of your shit being asked.
Bring this back to 3 Konami. There's no reason for it to be at 1 now.
1 Insta Fusion. I'll explain that later on. That's it for the spells. Now for my traps. This just in case my opponent decides to go first on the first game. And that's 2 Solemn Judgments and 1 Red Reboot. You gotta love the shinies.
Oh yeah.
Random. Now for the extra deck.
Alright.
For the Insta Fusion, I play Invoked Raijin. He has 1, he's a Book of Moon on legs. 2, he has a decent attack and a big booty. Plus, he extends my wind synchro plays.
How often does the Book of Moon effect come up? Like, do you summon it just for that?
Not often. It has to be a desperate move for me. It has to be desperate.
Alright.
Next one I have to play is the Speedroid Link, which is the rubber band shooter. This comes up I want to say one out of 4 matches.
Okay.
When I get the bad hands and I have to try to summon something. Literally pull something out of my ass as much as possible.
Okay.
On to the synchros. I play 1 level 5 Hi-Speedroid Chambara.
How often do you win games with this? I want to know.
I want to say 1 out of 8 games.
Dang.
1 out of 8 games, because nobody expects the double attack
or
the increase.
I love Chambara so much.
He also does good when he goes to the graveyard, because says if this card is sent to the graveyard, I can target one of my banished Speedroids and add it back to my graveyard. Hence, Dinta Daigo Gook, so I can keep my plays going.
Alright.
Next one is I will not be able to say this name right, but we all know this. We all most likely know if you play Windex. Is Hi-Speedroid Hagata.
Alright.
Alright, I summon him to increase my plays. When I summon him, I use my Dinda Duke with my Marble Machine, in which case I already have my Speedroid, what's it called? Dinda Duke in the graveyard. Special summon the card turbo, go into Crystal Wing, bring back my card turbo by Dinda Duke, bring this back out, go into a different Crystal Wing.
Okay. I remember you double Crystal Winged me a few times.
Just by that one card alone. This is just the body, just in case I need to get something out, and I ran out of level 6s. I just don't know what else to put in there. If anybody wants to leave a comment of any idea with a Wind Monster Synchro, be my guest.
I mean, honestly, he ain't bad, though.
He ain't bad, but he just doesn't do nothing for the deck.
Isn't he a negate?
I know
the water one is, I think.
Let's see. During your opponent's turn, if a one monster is in your graveyard, target one card in your opponent's graveyard and banish it. It's not really that good.
Okay, so it's a banish. I couldn't remember.
It's a banish, but I don't really use it.
I couldn't really remember what all the synchros for advanced players do. Just the water one.
All right, this next one's an extender. Is a Charge Warrior. I play this. I want to say 1 out of every 3 games. 1 out of 3 games, mainly just to get the extra draw to continue on with my plays. He's mainly the one I play if somebody's doing hand trap heavy. Hand traps like Ash Blossom, Nibiru, anything at that point. If I can't make my Crystal Wing, I'm pretty much screwed and I'm playing desperately. Next one is Juju. We all know Juju. Whenever you have a monster that is the same type, different attribute, or same attribute, different type, or no, I said that wrong. Same type, same attribute, different name. He stays on the board with cannot be destroyed by battle by card effects.
Okay.
And then you can banish 2 of the same attribute or type, target 1 card on the board, and destroy it. Okay. Next 2 I play is 2 Windwitch Winter Bells. These 2 are good burn plays for most of my decks. I would say this is probably the most effective burn play I've ever played. But this helps me burn for that early 1300, so that if just in case they go into time, they can't really catch up.
Now, there's been times where you've literally burned me for like almost 4K.
Yeah, oh, that's funny.
Dude, it's annoying.
This next card, I was gonna put in there just to do the statue lock, but I found out this card's actually just be good in here itself. Is the Harpy Lady, the Cyber / Harpy Lady. This is actually pretty good because when your Crystal Wings get targeted or any other card you get targeted, you can actually send her out with another card on your opponent's field to return it back to hand. Diamond Bell, the new synchro of the deck. I love her. She is a very nice addition to Windwitches. And basically when she gets on board, let me see if I'm reading this right. I can target one Windwitch on the board, inflict damage equal to, or on board or grave, inflict damage to my opponent equal to half her attack. The second effect, if I do burn damage or battle damage, I can pop 1 card on board. And I believe that's a target. Yeah, I target. It's a target.
I remember that being pretty annoying.
Well, that's nice, especially when it can't be destroyed by battle. The next two of my favorites, two Crystal Wing, because Crystal Wing is why not. Honest effect with a negation effect, why not? Next card I play is the Hi-Speedroid Kite Drake. Now, many people question why I play this inside this build. Is mainly because if I run out of Crystal Wings, I just want to blow up my opponent's board.
Oh, you wasted my negates? Let me nuke the field.
Exactly. And then last but not least is my level 9 Shin Shin. This messes up a lot of plays. And I mean a lot of plays. They want to get this off the board immediately as soon as they see it. So your Crystal Wings are basically target number 2. When it's on board, anything that goes from field to grave is automatically banished. When you attack with it, anything that you have banished, you can put it back in your graveyard.
So, win Darklaw.
Basically.
Dang.
And that would be the end of my Windwitches. Windwitch Speedroid.
Alright, Toby. Thank you so much. It's awesome, seeing something weird and crazy like this, getting, second place at locals, almost getting that first place. What were your matchups today, man?
I had Drytron first game, but I don't think that was complete yet because he was talking about getting the new cards in there, and the next one was I want to say Dragon Link.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say he misplayed, but I'm not going to vouch for him.
And then what about last round?
The last one is when I lost. I played against Phantom Knight, basically PK Fire.
Alright. So, yeah, 2 out of 3 meta matchups right there, and this kicks some fucking ass. Like, oh man, that's awesome. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I know this is a longer video, much longer. Toby here went pretty in depth, and that was awesome. Like, I want more of that on the channel. Do appreciate that, Toby.
Yo.
And guys, don't forget to harpoon that like button, harpoon that subscribe button. Really helps out the channel. Most of y'all who are watching are not subscribed, and it'd really help out if you subscribe to the channel. And link in the description down below to my Instagram. Comment any comments y'all got, and I will see y'all in the next video.